And heading on over to volleyball in North Platte, Highline taking on Paxton. Bulls taking on the Tigers in the 5th place game at the 49th annual NPCC High School Volleyball Tournament. Jumping into the deciding 3rd set, Highline down double digits and looking for a spark. Riley Schutz bumps the ball, does not go over the net. Point goes to Paxton. Bulls still trailing late in the set. Ball gets passed back to Schutz, and this time the freshman gets it over the net and past the Tigers defense for the point. Match point for Paxton. Emily Nicholson serves it up. The senior with a powerful serve. Too tough for Highline to handle, and that would do it as Paxton finishes the tournament on a positive note, defeating Highline and taking 5th place, 2-1. Now let's take a look at the championship match between Maxwell and Sumner-Eddysville-Miller. SEM already up 1-0 and looking to clinch the title. But Maxwell is looking to play spoiler as Kristen Cheek rises up for the spike. That gets deflected off Kaylee Reitler, and that goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Wildcats. Cheek's serve on the next point would travel out of bounds. Point goes to the Mustangs, now 1 point away from winning the tournament. Match and tournament point for SEM. Ryder with a perfect setup for Tyron Arbuthnot, and the junior puts the hammer down with the powerful spike as SEM wins the 49th annual NPCC High School Volleyball Tournament over Maxwell 2-0. In a